Barak Yahweh Barakatha, Yahawashah, Barak Yahweh Barakatha, Yahawashah, Ba Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, Our people are so wicked, they will make an alpha break. Lord will, you are edified. My source, Chris Millis. And this article is entitled Masculine Frame, the 3 pillars, all you need to know. What is frame? Frame is a term often used within red pill communities that refers to, in a broad sense, how you perceive, which means to know, experience, which means to try out, and interact with the world around you. What is masculine frame? Masculine frame refers to how an individual embodies mental, meaning thinking, emotional, meaning feeling, and physical characteristics that are associated with masculinity. It is not what you do or have, it is who you are. With a strong frame, everything you do looks good. With a weak frame, everything you do looks bad. Whoever controls the frame in an interaction thus controls the interaction. Whoever controls the frame in a relationship thus controls the relationship. Now, when it comes to our masculine frame, it is developed and maintained utilizing the scriptures, right? And in a nutshell, when you break down these 2 terms, masculine frame, according to the etymon, masculine goes into the origin of male, right? And frame goes into sustaining parts of a structure fitted together. That structure is you or me as an individual, right? Also, it means enclosing border. So we can say that masculine frame is nothing but male boundaries. Okay? Again, male boundaries. And when it comes to a true alpha male, it's Yahweh Shah. And above him, it's Yahweh, right? Hebrews chapter 2. Hebrews 2:10. For it became him for whom are all things. Let's read this in the NLT. The Most High, for whom and through whom everything was made, chose to bring many sons into glory. And it was only right that he should make Yahushua through his suffering a perfect leader, fit to bring them into their salvation, right? So let's jump up. Hebrews 2:9. But we see Yahushua, who was made a little lower than the angels, meaning he came in the flesh through the union of Joseph and Mary, for the suffering of death, crowned with glory and honor, that he, by the grace of the Most High, should taste death for every man. Verse 10, for it became him for whom are all things, and by whom are all things. This proves that Yahushua was first. Okay? When you go into the term alpha, it means first. So Yahushua is the true and only alpha male at this time frame. And above him, you have the Heavenly Father, our Heavenly Father, Yahweh. and bringing many sons unto glory. And after Yahushua, right, the alpha males are the 144,000, trickling down to the other elect males within the nation of Israel, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through suffering. Captain, okay, is synonymous of an overseer, a manager, a leader, okay? I think it's one of Colossians. Hey, Colossians 1 and 12. Giving thanks unto the Father, which has made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. And this light is the truth, the inheritance. Going to what? The kingdom of heaven. Verse 13. Who has delivered us from the power of darkness and has translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. Verse 14. In whom we have redemption through his blood, Yahushua's blood, even the forgiveness of sins, who is the image of the invisible power, which is who? Yahweh, the heavenly Father, the firstborn of every creature, firstborn. Okay, so Yahushua is the only alpha male under Yahweh, right? One more. Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 2. Looking unto Yahushua the author, which means what? Creator. Now, a creator is what? First, okay? Beginner. I want to say Salakia. Looking unto Yahushua the author, which means beginner. Salakia, beginner. Now, beginner is synonymous with what? Number 1. And finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Now, let's go into the focal point for this lesson, chapter 69 in the book of Psalms. Psalm 69 and verse 9. For the zeal or passion of your house has eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach you are fallen on me. All right, now this is a Psalm of David, and David was prophesying a potential account that Yahushua would experience. Okay, so again, the focal point for the zeal slash passion of your house has eaten me up. I think it's in the book of let me Salakia. It's John chapter 2. This is John chapter 2 and verse 12. Let's start at 11. John 2 and 11. This beginning of miracles did Yahushua in Cana of Galilee, and manifested forth his glory, and his disciples believed on him. After this, he went down to Capernaum, he and his mother and his brethren and his disciples, and they continued there not many days. Verse 13, and the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Yahushua went up to Jerusalem and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. Okay, because in the temple, all right, the congregation must be taught and instructed by a prophet utilizing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay. And found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. Verse 15, and when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money, and overthrew the tables. Okay, so these wicked ass niggas made Yahushua break frame, a true and only alpha male. Okay, they made him break frame. Okay, he lost it because of the behavior of these wicked ass motherfuckers, man. And it's worse now in modern terms, or Salakia, modern times, right? And modern means just now, currently, presently. Verse 16, and said unto them that sold doves, take these things from here. Make not my father's house an house of merchandise. Let's read this in the NLT. Verse 16. Then going over to the people who sold doves, he told them, get these things out of here. Stop turning my father's house into a marketplace. And you can only imagine how infuriated Yahushua was. And again, that is how wicked our people are. And his disciples remembered that it was written, the zeal of your house has eaten me up. Okay. Lord will, this was an edifying lesson. Shalom.